a short teaching, depending on what you're looking for, obviously. This teaching is about discovering that most profound truth that appears to reflect as a God or a consciousness what is in fact yourself. To find God, you have to find yourself. To find yourself, you have to find God. But the only thing is, when you look for God as something or outside of you, something that is in a specific place, that is deemed to be separate from you, then you're not going to find that God. But when you discover yourself, you dwell in the same place as God. So you get a glimpse of God. So short teaching. I don't know if this is what you're looking for, but mind gives every thought about you a description and a version of you. When you think you are that one version, when Audi cars only makes one model of car, then it's going to be so easy to know what Audi is about. So if you think you are one version, you should have already discovered your true self. And of course we do, when we're born as a child. And you cannot be more in touch with yourself and with God and complete when you are this newborn child until your mind has been tampered with by parents and education and that stuff. But that's the way we are as humans. That's the way we do it. And we're not here to tarnish our ridiculous and foolish ways, but we're here to overcome these ways, see through these ways. The mind gives a version of you. You meditate and you say, okay, I want to discover myself. And you're engulfed by thoughts. You're engulfed by memories, by conditions, by words, by identities, by visual stimuli. Mind will say anything it can to pacify you, because mind does not want you to cast it aside. It feels alone. It feels left out. It feels as if it's going to perish and die. But this mind is far more able to accept your guaranteed meeting with your true self, your true God, your true consciousness, the spirit that is you as you are right now. And when the mind engulfs you through thoughts, through stimuli, through enhanced, overwhelming joy, it's fooling you. It's fooling you. It can come up with, say, and you ask the question, who am I? And the mind can say, well, you're just a fat lump of flesh and bones. And of course it wants you, whatever you are, to get to respond, to be angry and to give up. But you have to be strong to discover yourself. Because if you're not strong, you're going to be shattered of what you discover. It's like when you go into the battlefield. If you go into the battlefield thinking, oh, it's going to be easy, I'll take my sword and my thing and I'll just stab them and whatever it is. And then you see what you're confronted by. This colossal giant, this tank with a gun facing you right in front of your nose. And you think, maybe I should have been more prepared. So the mind is preparing you to overcome all these states that are emotive and cause a reaction. So when the mind says, yeah, you're just a fat lump of flesh and bones, what the hell are you doing? You should get on with your work. You say, thank you, but no thank you. Not for now, mind. I'll see you soon. I have a job to do. I am on self-duty. I am on guard. So you have to be very, very, very strong and able. And the mind says, oh, I'm expanding. And the mind says, yes, that's it, you found yourself. Thank you. No, thank you. You have to push through all the barriers of beauty, of love, of kindness, of compassion, and be unaccepting of all these beauty. You have to also be able to just skiff aside all that pain, that anxiety, that suffering, the phone ringing, everyone is trying to stop you. Everything seems to be stopping you from getting to your core result. Be grateful for the mind. Don't let it antagonize you, but don't stick with it. Allow it to pass. When you're in your home looking out the window and there's a suspicious man that walks past your front gate, you don't go out and say, hurry on, move on. Come on, move on, it's my gate. You allow the man to pass. But this thought will pass thousands of times. Can you maintain that vigilant stance in front of the window saying, oh, here he goes again. He's gone. Oh, here he goes again. He's gone. One day the man will not pass. One day that thought will not pass. Because there's no more thoughts, no more mind states to come and antagonize you. Denial, denial, denial. Denial of the most ultimate voice of God means, wow, I feel so light, I feel non-dual, I feel incredibly present. I feel as though the Lord has shone its light upon me. I've done it. And mind standing in the corner saying, got him. Is yourself, this is a question you must take with you. Do you expect yourself to be something that has already been tasted by you? Does that euphoric feeling of meeting this non-dual state, does it supersede an orgasm or that roller coaster ride where the stomach hits the throat as you go down that loop? You've tasted all these tastes before. The body knows every taste. The mind throws to the body billions of states in different versions. The mind is giving you all the versions of you, and you're denying them. Because you cannot meet yourself as billions of versions of states. That's what I said at the beginning. Are you one version? Are you already one version? If you say your name is John, Peter, Simon, if you say you have a name, you're two versions. Your body has a name. If you say you are the body, you're two versions, because you that recognizes your own body, that is two. You recognizing the body. So you cannot be a true version. The whole version is that what overcomes billions of versions. Even the version of you being separate from the body, the version of you being separate from the mind, the view that you being separate from the world, that you're separate from space. This is the teaching. It's not a concise teaching. How much can you deny? Even if God walks in front of you, in your very room, this pure light, this pure, unbelievable light that enshrouds you and says, you are the most special son, the special daughter that I have. You go, wow. Yeah, move to the side. You know, I'm along this path. Thank you very much for coming though. I'll wait till you move to the side. I'm not going to push you away like that man in front of the gate. I'm just going to wait for you to go. And then God goes. And mine says, what a fool you are. Yes, I knew you would trick me with that one, mind. I knew you would trick me with that one. Yeah, thank you. I have a job to do. I have someone really important to meet. Because the reason for all of these denial is that when you meet yourself, you will be totally exposed to something that was never ever been exposed before to you as your body state. No emotional sensory activity, no recognition, no euphoric, overwhelming enlightenment. Yuji Krishnamurti and says it. There was a shock. Have you ever been shocked? So much that your body dies, your mind dies, and that you see that what is beyond body and mind. But it's only worthwhile because when the body and mind comes back, you can recover from this shock. But you'll never recover from the shock. But your body and mind will take a back step and say, nearly, I was nearly eaten up by the love of myself. Now I can just shine as the love of myself because I'm so close that I am actually looking from this love of myself. Yourself unseen. Can you discover yourself unseen? Unseen meaning recognized by any sensory, emotive quality that the body has. We speak about sixth sense, seventh sense. You have multitude senses that you've not even tasted because it's not your time. Those who are looking for the truth for themselves, they've had enough of this. Not, I hate this world. It's just that there's nothing else to do, nothing else to see. I need to move on. I need to transcend into some other galaxy, some other universe, some other conscious life. And it's okay. It's not that your states are, I don't want this because I hate it. I don't like this life. I'm not happy. Or, I am a saint. I want to move. I have to move on. It's God's way that I move on. You're just saying, yeah, it's okay. Everything is, it's done. You know, when you put your car engine back into the car, if you're smart enough, yeah, there's a moment when you go, well done. You did well. But then there's a preceding moment. Now, that's it. That's it done. That's what those that are seeking, the genuine seekers that have built up this bravado, this gladiator approach to this denial of £1 million in front of you stands in your way, $1 million, $10 billion, the opportunity to be a king stands in your way, and you say, wow, thank you so much. For me? Yeah. Can you move? I have a job to do. I have a real job to do that involves nothing about this world that can be recognized by any minds in this world, including my mind. I have to remove I. I have to remove that what wants to hang on to, attach to believe to hope to associate with. I have a desire. I have only one desire. And even God's not going to stand in the way of this desire. Even spirit, even consciousness is not going to stand in the way of this desire, because I am beyond this ideas, this concepts, this information, this inherited knowledge that there is something in this universe that is separate from itself. I feel separate from myself, and I want to reconnect with that self, because the core of all life is myself and all selves. So you're not superior, you're not a God. You realize that every single living form is here because they're entitled to be here. God did not make comparisons, choices, preferences, qualities, measurements. God made one. And you are the one that discovers the one that is all. In all ways. Ramana Maharshi says, deny. Continue to deny for the rest of your life until this moment comes. And when this moment comes, you won't have to deny, because job done. Everything else becomes a movement, like the train pulling away from the station. But it doesn't go on a journey. It just pulls away from the station. And then the next train pulls away from the station. And the next train pulls away from the station. You know, you're surrounded by minds that say, that's very boring. And you say, yeah, that's how your mind sees it. Because you've not known yourself. What is beyond boredom? To find that what is beyond boredom, boredom has to be tasted. To find that what is beyond God, God has to be tasted. To find that what is beyond consciousness, it has to be tasted. To find that what is beyond the angels that stand in front of this door to yourself, they have to be tasted. But to try and keep, attach, associate with, share, and tell the world I saw an angel, you'll taste being locked up. Because the world can only lock up that what it knows. The mind can only lock up that what it knows, that what it works with as a human. You have to find your beyond human state. You are one version. But this one version is not just a body and a mind. This one version is your whole self, your complete self. To break it up, you can say consciousness, soul, spirit, God, Brahman, Absolute, Atman, Vishnu. And then you can go down the line, Buddha, Christ, Ramana, Papaji, Shiva, Krishna. You're not separate from anything, but your mind makes great separation in a world that does not cooperate with separation. Nature cannot be separate. Humans cannot be separate. Nature and humans, when they become one, God becomes one. But you have to become one with yourself primarily. And this is the teaching. Self-recognition, self-inquire. If you have to die before this discovery, is it worth it? Are you going to give up your life? Are you going to do as this speaker did, as Ramana Maharshi did, lay down and said, you know what, take me, I'm ready to die? Because it was the mind speaking about itself, its ego state. The mind saying, take this ego state from me and let me be free. Take the ego state from me and let I be free. Both me and I are free. Not one is free and one is kept. Everything has to be allowed to pass. Everything has to be allowed to pass. Externally, internally. That's the teaching. Everything has to be allowed to pass, including your mind, including your story, your name, your attachment, your body, your relationships, your past, your future. Can the moment pass though? Can presence pass? Can this one moment that holds everything together, can it pass? Go discover. Go discover this moment, this self, this incredible, vast, empty, beautiful, profound, paradisial you that is beyond all these mega worlds. That's the teaching.